Hello, I just want to talk about this for just a few minutes. And let's be careful who you call yourself supporting. Especially not only just your own family members and people that you know, but definitely with celebrities, presidents, presidential candidates, politicians, let me tell you. Because they are into some different kind of witchcraft. I know some people don't want to believe in that, but this whole world is witchcraft. I'm sorry, the news is witchcraft. Everything is witchcraft. Okay, anything done to manipulate you, to take you out of, to take people out of their authentic self, or truly listening to their authentic self, or the voice of God, or whatever you want to call it. That's just witchcraft. Rebellion is the same thing as witchcraft. And everything about this world, this current reality, right? Everything is done to keep people from operating in their soul's purpose, keep them from God, whatever you want to, call it, okay? And so everything is witchcraft. So when people say they don't believe in witchcraft, they're in witchcraft. They're under witchcraft. They're under a spell. Okay? But I don't want to stay on that. What I want to talk about is be careful who you support. Because I was listening to somebody, and I've been on this. I'm not a Donald Trump supporter. I'm not a Kamala Harris supporter. I'm not Republican or Democrat. Okay? But I will say, and I have said before, sometimes, even though they are both wings on the same bird, that there's people behind the scenes that have something that they want done, so no matter who gets in office, they're just a puppet, and you have other entities behind the scenes that's really telling them what to do. But with all that being said, I felt like if Kamala would have been in office, because I don't feel like Donald Trump is any less evil than she is. I definitely don't think that she's any less evil than Donald Trump. Some people might say that Donald Trump is a devil. I don't believe that she's any less of a devil. She's a different kind of devil, but she's no less of a devil. Okay? Just because somebody appears to be female, and I do mean appear to be female, doesn't mean they are less evil than the man. I find some females, to be honest with you, the male can't hold a candle to the evil that comes from the most evil female. I don't think the male can hold a candle to the most evil female. I don't think that's possible. That's kind of a compliment in a way, because that means that the feminine is a little bit, can be stronger. But, so, yeah, be careful who you support. I felt like had Kamala Harris been in office, it wouldn't have been of her own doing, but I know that with her, destruction would come real quick. And I'm talking about real destruction of the United States of America. I'm talking about United States of America just wouldn't be here. I'm not talking about different decisions being made that you hate, like Donald Trump might be making decisions that people just absolutely hate. No, I'm not talking about making decisions that you hate. I'm talking about the United States just wouldn't have been here. It just wouldn't have been here. Okay? And that's the only reason for me not wanting her in office. Don't have anything to do with me thinking that he is better than her or she is better than him. I think they're both equally quite evil. So I don't care about all of that. I want to get into why you just be careful supporting people. You need to know somebody through and through and through before you decide to support them. Especially when that person is wicked as heck and they know they wicked as heck, they're not going to spare anything that comes your way. A person like that is extremely self-centered. And when I say self-centered, I mean they self-centered in a way that their ego comes first. Okay? And they're not going to spare you. And when you support people, you take on that person's karma. You take on that person's karma. And so I was listening to somebody talk about Donald Trump. And she was talking about, it's a video, she was talking about how New Orleans was using voodoo dolls to mess with the ICE agents, to keep them from coming there, if they come there, they got something coming for them. So she was showing about how New Orleans had all this stuff going on with voodoo dolls and all this stuff with the Ice Agent on it and stuff like that. And she was talking about Donald Trump. And she was talking about Donald Trump cannot be hexed, okay? She said Donald Trump can't be hexed. He has it where he dabs in dark stuff himself. And everybody else around him will get the hits, but he will not get hit. I've seen this before. This is the same thing with the so-called Beyonce that you see. The so-called Beyonce that you see when she got that beehive like that and all these supporters. Then when you really support somebody like that, then when stuff is supposed to come to her, it's gonna hit the beehive. It's gonna hit her supporters. It might hit family members. But I feel like a lot of these celebrities are on top like that because they sacrifice their fans. They sacrifice their fans, and I truly believe Beyonce sacrifices her fans. Okay, and same thing with Donald Trump. I feel like, you partake in their karma. And so everybody say, we support Trump, we love Trump, and they worship Trump, and he's like an idol. And then whatever is meant for him, everything that he's done dirty, and people are upset that he doesn't get what they think he deserves, but because he has all these supporters, and they're taking on the karma for him. They're going to get hit. Okay? So anyway, I just feel like saying that really quickly, and I will talk to you later.